Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Quack&Co, where every video is 10 minutes or less, guaranteed, or double your money back. I am your handsome host, Wes the Mingo, here to talk to you today on this fucking Friday about something that's been really bothering me. It's really been bothering me. We did a video, I don't even know if it's up yet, probably not, but I'm going to tell you about it anyway. We did a video on whether or not you are a collector or you are a gamer. And I do believe that I'm a gamer, but I also enjoy collecting. So I'm not sure where that puts me on that list. I think by the end of it, I believe I called myself a gamer who has a tendency for historical collections, so therefore I enjoy historical games, so I collect older games, even though I do have every intent to play them. It was a very convoluted answer. I know. I hear what you're saying. I really do. Seriously, I understand you don't have to write comments about it in the bottom. I got you. What I'm trying to say here is I enjoy collecting board games. I enjoy having board games. I enjoy old board games. There are several games on my list that I really want to own and that I want to play. One of them I probably will never play, but I really want to try. The Campaign for North Africa. I don't know if you know anything about this game. I was introduced to me by one of the content creators who came up here, and his name is FaZe Player. If you haven't checked out his channel, please do so. It's an awesome guy with some really great games. Definitely recommend checking out his channel. Beyond that, he brought up the Campaign for North Africa and told me all about it. And where he hooked me was when we started talking about it's a game that is never really meant to be played. It takes something like 10,000 hours, or 60,000 hours, excuse me, to play the game once through, like the whole campaign, because it's a massive logistical game, and that's with 10 players on each side. So 10 people playing the German side, the Axis side, and 10 people playing the Allies side. Yeah. And the game board is like something like 12 or 13 feet long by about 8 feet wide. It's a huge, huge game board, and it's literally all paper. There's all kinds of different logistical maps and things that you have to deal with. Everything from making sure that you've got enough water and that people have rations and all this other stuff. And when you move people, you've got to move the logistics side with them. The creators of the board game literally in the description said that if anybody has issues with the game mechanics, don't worry, it really comes into its own on the second play. 50 or 60,000 hours is something like 20 years or something along those. It's a ridiculous amount of time. So for anyone literally to be able to play this game, I think even the shortest scenario is 10,000 hours, which is something like 6 weeks or something crazy like that. I don't do math, please. That's why I'm probably never going to play the game. But I do want to own one. And the reason for this particular video is because I tried to go look it up on eBay, and as of this day, when I'm filming this video, there's only one copy available on eBay, and it is $1,000. It's $995 as a matter of fact, and yeah, that's crazy. So then I went and looked on other sites to see if I could locate it, and apparently there's literally only one available, like just one, and it's $995. Wow, that's very expensive, especially for a game that I'm never going to play. So I still want to own it, but I don't have $1,000 to just make myself own it. Which brings me to my next game that we're going to be talking about, and that is my absolute, it's a game that I do need to own all pieces of, and that's Battlestar Galactica. I love Battlestar Galactica. I think it's an absolutely fabulous game, way better than Unfathomable, and the mechanics are so much more fun, but I want to have all the expansions, and there are 3 expansions. For the record, I never actually watched Battlestar Galactica. I know some of you are going to be flaming me in the comments below, talking about, well, how can you even enjoy Battlestar Galactica if you don't know anything about Battlestar Galactica? Well, I've also never seen Dune, and I enjoyed that game a lot as well. Hopefully that makes everybody mad now. Anyway, maybe I didn't watch enough sci-fi as a kid. I don't know what to tell you. I watched Star Trek, The Next Generation. It was great. Loved it. Fabulous. Watched them all. Yeah. Anyway, getting back to Battlestar Galactica, 3 expansions. every single expansion, especially on eBay, there's tons available. I say tons. There's like maybe 5 or 6 of each, which grand scheme when you're talking about trying to hunt down old board games is tons. But they all average around $250 to $300 each, especially after shipping. What? Like this game new might have been $50. And Battlestar Galactica in and of itself, you can find good used copies for about $100 to $200, somewhere around there. That's the average, probably about $150, especially after shipping. You might be in at about $160 or so. Trust me, I've purchased 3 different copies of Battlestar Galactica. One was a sealed copy that I got for $65 from my local game store because somebody traded a sealed, brand new copy of Battlestar Galactica in that day. Needless to say, I bought it right away. Anyway, so the expansions, $300 each. Like each. That's $900 for 3 expansions. So to own the entire collection, you are over $1,000. That's nuts. That's absolutely crazy. Why? People stop buying my board games. Please. Just let them sit for like a year. Nobody buy them. That way the price can come down and I'll feel much better about spending that kind of money on those board games. And the worst part is one of those expansions is just a bunch of cards. It hardly adds anything. One of the expansions just gives you a couple extra plastic ships, a new board on there, and but the plastic ships are really nice. It's really nice. The Pegasus expansion, it gives you the Dylon ships. Like I said, it gives you those ships. And they're plastic, so much nicer than the cardboard ones, and the plastic ones fit inside the wooden insert that I bought. I didn't know the cardboard ones don't. Yeah, so the Cylon ship, the plastic inserts, or the wooden insert that I bought and put together and spent like an hour putting it together, doesn't hold the cardboard pieces. So I have to buy the Pegasus expansion now, obviously. Anyway, point being, I really want to own all of that, and financially, it's irresponsible for me to own all of that. It's very irresponsible. That's why I'm definitely gonna buy all of it. Good. So now there's one more game that's on my list that I really want to buy, and I'm really kicking myself for not purchasing a particular copy in the past, which is probably the argument to making me a collector. And I'm going to get to that in a moment. There are Glory to Rome. Fabulous card game. Amazing historical game. If you haven't looked into the history of Glory to Rome, there's a fantastic I think it's a Reddit thread, or it might be like an actual vlog that someone did about it, a blog, excuse me, and it literally historically references all the different things about Carl Chudik and his partner, and how it basically ruined his partner's life, lost his house, barely was able to even get the game through Kickstarter on the Black Box Special. It's an absolutely fabulous game, highly recommended, and apparently my machine just stopped here, so hopefully I'm going to be underneath my 10-minute limit. But the point being, I almost bought a copy of Glory to Rome. It was like $400, and it actually included a signature from Carl Chudik, and it was never played. Man, I kicked myself for not having that. Anyway, I just want people to stop buying board games on eBay so I can buy them and play them. This has been a Quack&Co, where less time watching means more time playing. Thanks for being here. Have a great day.